Good evening, everyone. Today I am going to discuss quadrilateral. A quadrilateral is a closed geometrical shape having four sides, or alternatively we can say it's a polygon which has four sides. Let's draw a quadrilateral first. Here ABCD is a shape which encloses an area and it has four sides AB, BC, CD and DA. So by definition ABCD is a quadrilateral. Now the name quadrilateral comes from two Latin words, quadra, which means four, and lateral, which means latus, which means side. So the name suggests it has four sides. Now a quadrilateral has four sides, but it also has four vertices, namely A, B, C, and D. Each of these vertices are associated with four angles, angle A, angle B, angle C, and angle D. Now the sum of these four interior angles is 360 degrees. This can be shown very easily using the property of a triangle. To do so, let us draw a segment BD which divides the quadrilateral into two rectangles ABD and BCD. Now we know that the sum of interior angles of a triangle is 180 degree. Now the sum of interior angles of ABD is 180 degree and sum of interior angles of BCD is also 180 degree. So if we add them up, then it comes the sum of the interior angles of the quadrilateral ABCD is 360 degrees. Now a quadrilateral also has two diagonals. Here it has two diagonals AC and BD. A diagonal is a segment which connects the opposite vertices. Here AC and A and C are opposite vertices which is connected by the diagonal AC. Similarly BD diagonal BD also. Now depending on whether the non-adjacent sides intersect or not, a quadrilateral can be classified into two classes, complex or self-intersecting quadrilateral and simple quadrilateral. In a self-intersecting quadrilateral, the non-adjacent sides intersect with each other. Here AD and BC, which are non-adjacent sides, they intersect at this point and thus forms two closed areas. But in case of simple quadrilateral, there is only a single area enclosed by the four sides, because here the non-adjacent sides ADBC or ABDC, they do not interact, they do not intersect. Now simple quadrilaterals can also be divided into two classes, convex and concave quadrilaterals. Convex quadrilaterals are those where the interior angles are all less than 180 degrees and the diagonals lie inside the area of the quadrilateral. But in case of concave quadrilateral shown by this image, one of the diagonals is lie outside of the area and one of the interior angles has a measure more than 180 degrees. Depending on the length of the sides or the measure of the angles, convex quadrilaterals can be divided into six main classes. These are trapezoid, parallelogram, rhombus, square, rectangle, and kite. These are the most common quadrilaterals that we encounter in everyday life. So we'll discuss these six kind of quadrilaterals briefly. A trapezoid is a quadrilateral in which a pair of opposite sides are parallel to each other. Here, in this case, AB is parallel to DC. These parallel sides are known as bases. Now, if the non-parallel sides of the trapezoid are equal in length, then the trapezoid is known as isosceles trapezoid, which has some important properties. For example, the diagonals in that case are equal. For example, AC is equal to BD and the base angles A is equal to B. Now we will discuss parallelogram, rectangle, square and rhombus together, as the rectangle, square and rhombus are a special case of the parallelogram and can be derived from it. Now a parallelogram is defined as a quadrilateral which has two pairs of opposite sides that are parallel. Here AB is parallel to DC and AD is parallel to BC. Now for that it has some important properties. The opposite sides of the parallelogram are equal. So the length of AB is equal to length of BC and length of AD is equal to length of BC. Also the diagonals AD and AC and BD bisect each other, and the opposite angles are also equal. For example, angle A is equal to angle C and measure of angle B is equal to measure of angle D. Now comes a rectangle. A rectangle is a special kind of parallelogram having four right angles. Now all the interior angles of rectangle are right angles. Now it has one special property that the diagonals of the rectangle bisect each other. Here the diagonal AC and BD are bisect each other. Similarly, a square is a special kind of rectangle having four equal sides. It has all the properties of the rectangle. Additionally, the sides are also equal. So for that it has one special property that the diagonals are bisect them perpendicularly. And similarly, rhombus is a special kind of parallelogram which has four equal sides.